The movie starts with showing three friends, those who were going somewhere off the highway, and at the same time, these three were also intoxicated by weed. Meanwhile, suddenly the highway police, the car starts chasing them. Everyone gets scared seeing the police, and feed all your weed to the friend sitting behind, and throw the remaining weed on the road itself. After this, these people stop the car on the side. Then two highway police officers come to them to check their license, and then after checking the license, the officers leave from there. But after going a short distance, that officer came back to the three of them and again asked for their license. Seeing this, all three of them do not understand. That's why the officers are checking their licenses again. Then a car swiftly passes by them. Now because this man was driving the car faster than the speed limit, that's why the officers started chasing that man, and at the same time, made those three friends also sit in their car. Chasing it, he goes to the bar, and here we find out, that man also from a highway police officer who is a friend of these officers, and its name is Mac. Actually, all these officers were enjoying the boys to pass their time. The names of these four officers are Thorny, Rabbit, Mac, and Carl. And these four never take their duty seriously and pass their time by playing such games. All four go to the restaurant to have lunch, where some local policemen have also come. The local police and the highway police do not like each other, and they are always making fun of each other. There is a girl named Ursula in the local police, which Carl likes a lot. After some time, the highway police and the local police start fighting inside the restaurant, and their senior John comes and stops them. John tells everyone in the station that those people have to take their work seriously, otherwise the department will be in disrepute. One of them was also an officer named Farva, who has been suspended from road duty. He spends all his time doing station work, like making coffee and cleaning the bathroom. John tells all the officers to improve, but his words have no effect on them. The next day also he continues to joke with the people passing by the highway. Then they're told on the radio that a van is lying near the highway, and then they're sent to investigate it. But go to that place and see it, that the local police has already come here, and they have also started the investigation. Inside the van, they also find the body of a girl, on whose body a monkey's tattoo was made. Police Chief Grady gets into an argument with Thorny, and they all start fighting with each other again. Eventually, Thorny returns, handing the investigation over to the local police. The head of all of them in the station, John, scolds them all. Why did he let a murder case go out of his hands? The next day they all go to see a baseball game, where Carl flirts with Ursula. And Ursula was also getting impressed by Carl, but then baseball hits his face, and she leaves from there in anger. And Ursula tells her senior that she is bored sitting in the office, and she also has to go out and do some field work. But even his seniors do not take her seriously and make fun of her. The next day, Carl and Mac go on patrol, and the same truck has to stop talking to have fun. The truck driver tells them that he is just going with some soup. Carl and Mac go inside the truck to check it out, but that truck driver locks them both inside and runs away. After about 2 hours, Thorny comes here and opens the door of the truck. After that they come to know that about 150 kilograms of weed was being supplied from this truck. These packets also had monkey tattoos on them, which was found on the corpse of that girl. John says that this is a very big case, and they have to be solved soon. Then the mayor also arrives, who had come to photograph for the newspaper. The mayor tells them that the governor is coming to his town in a few days, and the governor can make a big decision on the police department here. The next day Thorny and Rabbit catch a couple, those who were driving the car at high speed. Rabbit goes to them to invest, so the girl sitting in the car tries to seduce Rabbit. Her boyfriend says so too, that if he wants, he can do anything with his girlfriend if he lets her go. Hearing this, Rabbit calls the girl out and starts kissing her. On the other hand, Thorny finds out that the couple's car has been stolen, and then he arrests both of them. The next day John goes to the Chief Grady of the local officer, and tell him that we have received some weed packets, and he also has a bean monkey tattoo on him. So it must have something to do with the murder of that girl? John wanted that the local police and they should solve this case together, but Grady starts laughing at John's point and refuses him. We see on the other side that Thorny had brought that couple to his house instead of jail, and then Thorny, his girlfriend, and the couple get intimate together. Here Carl once again flirts with Ursula, and Ursula gets impressed by him. Both start getting intimate inside the same van behind the station, but due to this the inner bed gets broken, from which both of them get a lot of weed. Carl takes a packet inside the station and tells John about it. John puts them all on the investigation, because if he doesn't do anything soon, then his department can be closed. John also asks Farva to be removed from suspension and returned to duty. John once again calls Grady and asks him for help to catch the smugglers of these weed cases, but Grady does not listen to him and refuses him. On the other hand, Ursula was with Carl despite being in the local police, because Ursula did not like the people of her department at all, and the people of her department also did not allow her to do field work. She promises Carl that she will not tell the people of her department that weed is full inside that van. The next day while on duty, Farva and Thorny go for lunch, but the cashier here misbehaves with Farva, and Farva starts beating him, and so the local police arrest Farva, and they make fun of him by making him naked. Grady tells him that your department will be closed soon. But if you give me the cigarette information of your comrades, I will join you in the local police. Then Grady asks Farva, what do you guys know about drug smugglers? But Farva doesn't tell him anything, and turns down that offer and comes back. When Farva comes back to the station, then John suspends him from road duty forever. The highway police was not able to do any work properly. In this, his investigation does not progress. Seeing all this, John tells all the officers that his department will be closed in a few days. We will all lose our jobs. In the evening, Carl and Ursula meet for dinner, and Ursula gives Carl an idea that when the governor comes to this town, she will also give a speech on drugs during the party, and if the highway police recover the drug packets at the same time, so the governor will not close his department, and then those people can show the weed packets kept on that van to the governor, and Ursula will also help him in getting that van out of local police custody. Carl shares this idea with all his teammates, and everyone makes a plan. The next day, mayor and the governor arrive at the party, and only 2 policemen are present in the station. Suddenly they get a lot of calls about some strange incident, and both the officers leave the station and go to investigate. Here Thorny and Carl enter the station and steal the van, and reach the party only during the speech of the governor. But Thorny and Carl go inside and watch that the local police have taken out these drugs earlier, and Grady has taken all the credit for finding them. And then seeing the work of the local police, the governor leaves from there after praising the local police. Carl blames Ursula that she had deceived them, and told the location of the whole plane and Grady to ready. Hearing this, Ursula feels very bad, because she didn't do anything like that. And then in anger, Ursula leaves from there giving a hobby to Carl. The highway department is closed after a few days, and all the officers celebrate their last day, and also have drinks together. Then they hear some voices from the locker room, and they go to check. So let's see Farva over there, who was wearing the uniform of the local police. Seeing this, they come to know that Farva has betrayed him, and he told all his plan to Grady. In return, Grady joined Farva in the local police. Knowing this, everyone gets very angry with him, and snatches his uniform from him, and tie him in the bathroom, and then take his police car and go for a walk. While there, Carl talks to Ursula from the local ready, and say sorry to him, and Ursula tells him to doubt her that those people can still take revenge on the local police, and then she invites them to meet at a place. All of them start waiting for Ursula at that place. Then the same truck driver leaves in front of them. Drugs were found from the truck, and he was on his way to the airport. All these officers start chasing him, but Farva stops them by coming here. But I apologize for cheating, and everyone forgives him too. And then they all follow that truck and reach an airport. But here he is seen with the local police smugglers. Seeing this, highway officers understand that the local police is in cahoots with drug smugglers. Meanwhile, Ursula also comes there, as if he had come to know about it earlier, and she wanted to show all this to the highway officers. After this, all these people catch and arrest the local police and drug smugglers. And then a few days later, John gets the governor's letter, in which he says thank you to all of them. But despite this, he does not get his highway police job back. After this, the story goes forward 3 months, and after that, we see Thorny and Rabbit, those who were delivering beer, and they go to the same boy's house with a can of beer, which we saw in the beginning of the movie, and whomever they had harassed. Now these 3 boys also start having fun with them, because now these were not policemen. But then it is revealed that Thorny and Rabbit are not delivery boys, rather it is the local police. The governor replaced Grady and his team with John and his team as the local police, and all of them had come here to catch the drug addicts. And similarly, this is where the movie ends. So I hope you enjoy the video, and enjoy next, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, and hit the like button. Thank you for watching, see you soon.